Hello friends, welcome back. My name is Sumit and once again I welcome all of you to SQL Server video series by bisptrainings.com. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough a very interesting feature of SQL Server, that is how can we configure database mail in SQL Server. Recently, I got a request from one of my clients that they would like to implement the database sending emails feature into SQL Server. So I implemented the feature for them and then I decided that I should share the same functionality with all of you as well. So that's why I'm preparing this video for you. So in this video, we'll be going to see how to configure database mail in SQL Server and how can we send an email how can we send a test email and also how can we write how to execute a query for sending emails. So let's switch to that. So you can see that's my VM, and in this VM I have got my SQL Server installed. So I'm using SQL Server 2008 version. Down. Yeah. So that was my SQL Server, and I have successfully connected to my SQL Server Management Studio, and here under Management you can see one option is coming named as Database Mail. If this option is not available in your environment, then you need to reconfigure it. You need to update the features onto it. It might possible that still after enabling the feature, you will not get this database mail option under management. So this would be only available with ultimate version. This would not be or enterprise version. This will not go with professional version. So you have to install enterprise version. So I right click on database mail. Let's begin the configuration of mail server. And I'm going to configure my Gmail account for sending messages from the SQL Server. So right click on database mail, configure database mail, click on next. So as you can see here, it's a SQL Server component and it uses the SMTP protocol for sending email messages. So I click on next. I'm going to set up a new mail profile and server to perform the following task. So I opt the first option. If you want to update, if you want to manage the existing one, so then you can go for second option. So I'll go here. I'm choosing the first option because I'm going to set up a new database mail. Next, profile name. So I'll give a name BISP test mail. That with the profile name, and here we have to set up the SMTP account. So click on add. Account name is BISP mail. Email address, I'm going to use my mail ID. Display name BISP test mail. Server name will be your outgoing server. So outgoing server for Gmail is smtp.gmail.com and the port number is 587. Enable this secure. This service required as SSL, so I enable this. I'm using basic authentication. So basic authentication will be I'm going to provide my email ID credentials, which I would like to configure along with this mail server. So I'll just provide my details. Password. And click on OK. Click on next. Next. Just check the settings which you have done. Click on next and finish. It will just make some changes and you can see I'm getting a success message. So the profile has been created named as BISP mail. This profile is for sending messages BISP test mail, and add an account BISP mail to profile BISP test mail with priority. Click on close. So very first thing I want to do is I want to send a test mail and figure it out whether the mail has been configured, database mail has been configured successfully or not. So right click on database mail and opt the second option named as send test email. And I'm going to use my same mail ID. This could be anyone. Where would you like to send for testing the mail? So I'll just providing my mail ID. We can use any other mail server as well as bisp.com, and this is a test email sent from database mail on this by BISP and send test mail. Okay, and the queue has been ready. The queue is ready now. Now let's have a look whether we received email or not. So you can see I have received a message, a new email have been received named as database mail test, and this email has been received from sumit.gol@bsptrainings.com. This was the mail ID which we provided while setting up or while adding a new account. So this is the one way of testing an email. Now let's write a query. We'll execute a procedure named as sp_send_dbmail, and that will help us to send email messages through query. So I'll again get back, create new query, and make sure that I'm on a master one, and I write sp_help text, sp_help text, sp_send_db mail. And when I execute it, sp_send_db mail. So you see I'm getting one error message here because this sp_send_db mail, it resides under MSDB dataset. So we need to first change the dataset and then I'll execute this code. So you can see send an email from Yukon outbox and it show me rest of the other things. So if we scroll down, we can check the details, the required details. Now I'm going to write a query for sending email messages directly from SQL Server. So I type a command execute msdb.dbo.sp_send_dbmail, and at the rate. As soon as you press at the rate, you will get various options: at the rate, profile name, sys name, recipient, copy recipient, blind copy recipient, subject, body format, importance, sensitivity, file attachment, query, and so on. But I'm not going to cover all the options. I'm going to provide only a couple of options like profile, profile_name is equal to BISP. Now here we need to provide the name of our mail server. So let's go and check the profile mail. So what's the name of that profile? So I'll select second option, manage database mail accounts and profile. Click on next. I want to look at the profile. So view, change or delete existing profile. This is existing account. I want to check for profile. So existing profile, and the profile is BISP test mail. That was the name of the profile, BISP test mail. So I write BISP test mail, comma, at the rate recipients is equal to gmail.com, at the rate copy underscore recipient if it is required, but or I'll do one thing. I'll just send both of them on same mail ID just for testing. So com. I copy this mail ID, copy underscore recipients is equal to, it could be same, it could be different, at the rate body is equal to, this is a test mail by BISP, at the rate subject is equal to test mail, and at the rate importance is equal to high, and finally PORTANC importance, and finally I execute it. So I select the query, press F5, and you see mail has been queued. Now let's go and check the mailbox whether we received any email or not. You can see I have received an email named as test mail, and if you see, the copy has also been received on the same one. So that's a test mail. So that's how we can configure a database mail account in SQL Server for sending email directly from SQL Server by using a query. Now we can use this functionality, we can use this sp underscore send db mail, and these where we can create some procedures, and by using those procedures and functions we can pass parameters to it, and then we can send messages directly from our SQL Server. So that's all in this video. I hope you found this video interesting. If that's so, don't forget to press like button. You can subscribe our YouTube channel for more videos on various technologies. You can share your comments. Keep watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.